Here I am at Ortner Airport in Wakeman, Ohio, and we have fresh new asphalt, including the runway. It's very nice. There's big blue hangar doors. You see that hangar from a long way off. It's a good marker. You can get fuel here. I'm ready to get my life vest on and head out to Put-in-Bay.
Well, stopped at Ortner there to drain the old kidneys, and I'm ready to take off and head to Put-in-Bay, which is 33 miles from here. If I fly straight, that's what it'll be. I'll stop here. Normally I don't check the mags every time, but because we're going over water, I usually just check them in the morning when I start out. I want to make sure everything's running right. Okay. Fuel is on. Don't normally need to check that, but... And my fuel is good. I have quite a bit of that in there, so I think I'll turn a transfer on. No, I don't think I'll do it now, come think of it. I'll do it when I get in the air, because if something happened when I took off, I don't want that thing running, pumping fuel all over the place. Bills are free. Ortner traffic, ultralight experimental 312 Delta Juliet, departing on runway 22, Ortner. I don't see anybody coming anywhere. Okay, we're back out in here in 22. I'll go full throttle because something's going to break. I want it to pop now. I got an airport under me. Okay, I'm up pretty good. I'm up about 300 feet above the runway, and I will kind of throttle back to 5,500 and just climb it there. That's enough. And I've got Put-in-Bay in my GPS, so that's where I'm hit. Ortner traffic experimental 312 Delta Juliet is departing the pattern to the west. Ortner. Darn GPS keeps acting up. I got to keep pushing the power button. The screen kind of goes nuts on me, and push the power button. That's okay. I don't know why. 32.4 miles, and it's that away. 5,500 RPM. Now, when I'm going this way, because I'm going downwind, as the wind's behind me, the engine keeps sounding like it's changing pitch, you know. At least that's the way it sounds with my headset on. If I take my headset off, it just sounds normal, but I think that wind is, you know, blowing on the propeller or something that's kind of making it makes the engine sound different. I don't see any difference in the RPMs. It seems fine. So, the problem with that. Fuel pump is on. Like I wanted to do, transfer some fuel. Well, I got lots of fields around me. I don't want to do it where if something went wrong, it would cause a problem. The engine noise is louder now because I'm at 5,500 RPM because I'm slowly climbing. I'm up to 1,800 feet already, see? I'm going to back off a little bit. I don't see a real reason to try and go higher. And where I'm going to go is right out that way. That big thing you see sticking out there, I think that's Putin Bay. Usually you can see Kelly's Island, which is usually right out there, but I don't see it. It's 18 miles out there. I see a little white thing sticking up out there. I'll bet that's Kelly's Island, but there's so much haze out there you can't see 18 miles very well. I could just barely make it out, Kelly's Island. But I don't usually fly there. I've flown there several times, but they got a landing fee there too. You got to put $5 in an envelope there, and you dropped it in some slot. You know, it's not a manned airport or anything. I think they got a pop machine there. But anyways, I'm going to go to Putin Bay. Not that I might not even land there because they got a landing fee too. But I thought I might just go there and kind of fly around the island and stuff. Mostly because I think the weather's good for it right now, and you know, there isn't going to be a better day this week, and I wanted to make my last flight in this thing something that's at least a little interesting. I kind of got tired of going to breakfasts and pancake breakfasts. Some of these flyings, not that much goes on there. It's interesting to talk to the people, but I could drive there and do that. I'm just gonna make this last flight pretty good. I hope. Mostly they got this house out there I wanted to take a picture of if I can. It's a little more windy than I thought it would be up here today. Getting bounced around. Of course, I'm over land. You get thermals over land. Wind don't really bother you much. It's the thermals that make it change pitch up and down and roll right and left. I know what I was going to tell you. I'm selling this airplane. If the guy doesn't want the engine, is convinced that's no good, and he wants to put a four-stroke on, because I have people asking me this all the time. So I'll knock $1,000 off the price if they don't want the engine. And if they want an extra engine, I got another 582 with only 115 hours on. If they want to pay me $1,000 more, I'll give them that engine. It's an engine with a E-gearbox and electric start on it. So it would probably be worth that if you even needed just one part, you know, just for a parts engine, or put the whole thing on there. I haven't done any modifications to that one. This one's lasted a long time because I modified it, but you'll just have to watch a video about that. And, we're coming up to some water out here. That's good. Anyways, my red light's on there, so I'm doing a fuel transfer, and I've got about half the fuel out of each tank, so I'm going to shut that fuel transfer pump off. Oh, going crooked. I told you I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, and that's what happens when you get old. My problem with holding cameras is I can't hold them steady, because you can see my instruments there. Oh, going up in the air there. But I'm too shaky to really hold it steady. Oh, see, I'm getting a push of air there. Oh. So, but as you see, I'm almost 2,000 feet over this lake. So, I want to power back just a little bit. I'm 5,200 RPM. It isn't taking much to hold it up here. I do have some spare spark plugs with me if I need them. You know, because I got thinking, well, what happens out there on Clinton Bay? I'd find somebody with some tools. Although there's a lot of people on that island, I'm sure I could get tools. But I might not be able to get the right spark plug, so I carry them in a little bag with me. They've only one time back when I had my Quicksilver, I had to use two plug because it had single ignition. That's the thing about dual ignition. If one plug keeps working, the fact that the engine doesn't quit and keeps running, it burns the carbon off or whatever's plugging up the plug that isn't working. It fixes that. So